Mr. Lance Tyson, how are we doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, great, thank you. Good to have you on, man. Good to have you on. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Where'd you come down? Bognor, right?
Bognor, yeah.
Yeah, how far is that?
Half an hour, if you're lucky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Stuck in
nice
traffic, it's like 45 an hour.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's cool, though. What's been going on, Lance?
Not much. Been training, working, you know, trying to have the best life.
Sick, man. So you're here today. We want to find out more about yourself. Obviously, you're pretty new. You're looking to turn pro soon.
Yeah.
But you know, I was fascinated by yourself. You told me about your story about Albania.
Yeah.
You got Albanian descent. You're obviously from Albania. You're proud Albanian as well. I noticed in your social media profile. All Albanians are quite proud to be Albanian, right? But tell me how it was. So you know, born in Albania. Tell me how it was being born in Albania. How that was upbringing was.
It was good. The country's beautiful. It's the people that make it bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, growing up, it was a ride. I grew up in North, called Has, known as Cream. Very good place. Grew up with my family. I was 15 when I left Albania.
Wow.
Yeah. Came to the UK when I was 16. I just literally turned 16 when I left Albania. I was 15, 16. It was a long time ago. I can't even remember that good. Came here. It was like a different world. Completely different. Yeah, even the cars driving the left side of the road. I was like, what is going on?
Is there any rules in Albania for driving? Can you drive, like, whenever I've been to like India and that sort of part of the world, you drive whichever way you want. Like, is there rules and stuff in the roads when you go to Albania?
We drive on the right side of the road.
Ah, but there's rules, right?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. If you want to go on the left, that means you're overtaking.
Yeah.
That's my dad does the whole time. He just overtakes people. Yeah, we drive on the right side of the road. Which is the rules are pretty much the same as the UK. The driving, you have to be in Albania. You have to be over 18 to be able to drive. In the UK, it's 17.
17, that's right.
Yeah, 17. That was different. I was like, nah, that can't be right. Yeah, drive left side of the road. When I first started driving, I was like, I can't do this. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, man.
And then, yeah, the roads were different. We've got pounds. I mean, everything is different. We've got people that deliver food to your house.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that stuff.
Wow, really?
Oh, that's so new. And then people that clean your windows. In my country, we clean our own windows. It was just so different. It's different
cultures. It's more modern culture down here, isn't it? So I'll take it that that's the biggest difference between the two countries is sort of how modern the UK was compared to Albania.
Yeah.
Like in terms of, obviously we mentioned it a bit before. Why did you decide to come to the UK from Albania?
Yeah, that's a story that I want to share with people. I was 15 and I moved away from my house. I was living in a dorm. Do you know what dorms are? When you have to live with other people. Like pretty much unit accommodation.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Obviously, I was away from my family, an hour and a half, 2 hours drive. So I was getting involved with the wrong people because I thought that was cool. That was going to make me a big person. People are going to be scared, but that wasn't the thing that just felt wrong. It felt right at the time, but now it just feels wrong. I got involved with gangs back there. I wasn't part of them. I never wanted to be part of them. But you have no choice. You either be with them or you're against them.
Really, is that how it is?
Yeah, being against them is not good. It's not good.
Why is it that you're against them?
So basically, they want more people to join the gang, so they have more power over everything, over schools, over universities, police,
really?
Everywhere. Yeah, as you know, Albania is a very corrupted country. Like I know people get away with murder. You pay £1,000 to the judge and get away with it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Got involved with the wrong crowd. Things went completely left. So it was one choice: me leave the whole country, not just the gang, not just the area, leave the whole country and travel all over to UK. Didn't have anyone here. When I came here, I had the same people, the same gang from Albania contacting the gangs in the UK, and somehow they managed to find my postcode where I live.
No way. Wow.
And one day I wake up, I think 3 years ago, I wake up and I see this person send me a message on Instagram. He sent my postcode and he sent me a message saying, see you there at 12:30 at midday. I was like, what? I said, wow, that doesn't make any sense. I was clean. I had new phone, new name, new SIM card, and everything was new country. I said, how? I got that, called the police. My foster mum, obviously. The police didn't do much, didn't do anything about it. Obviously, as you know, they take years. I know the people. I gave them name, addresses. I said, look, these people are after me. You guys need to take action as soon as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be me or gone, because I can't change country again. Yeah, they didn't listen to that. So
they didn't do anything.
I don't think they did anything, because I was still getting messages every day. Months after, it came to the point of me waking up in the morning, looking at my phone with threats. It was normal. I just did another one today.
Well, so did they actually, when they said 12:30 at this location?
Yeah.
Did you go there? Did you?
That was my house.
Wow.
That was my house.
But did you ever get any knock at the doors or anything like that?
No, because the thing is, I knew who they were, and I knew they had people back in. They had their families back in Albania, so it could have gone two ways. They do things to me, and then things go. I do things to them. Yeah, that was it. And then obviously, when you come to the UK, you claim asylum. I was claiming asylum. I was in the process of being a free man, getting paperwork, starting a new job, and all that. That took me to become a free man and have a proper job. It took me 3.5 years. The process. It was a long journey. It was a long journey. Obviously, I had the best people around me. My foster mum was always there for me. She was helping me. My social workers.
Excuse me.
And then when I came to the UK, I wasn't doing much. Obviously, I wasn't allowed to do much because they have rules. They set you rules. You have to be home by this time. You have to do that. Go to college. You're not allowed to work. They basically let you know that you are living on benefits, right? It went to the point when my foster mom said, what do you want to do with your day? Because basically spending the most of the day inside playing Xbox. Obviously, I wanted to be active. She said, do you want to do rugby or boxing? And I said, I want to do boxing. It was good for my mental health because I was going through a lot of them at the time. And gained my confidence even more. Obviously, I knew how to throw punches, but knowing how to throw punches and being a good boxer are two different things, as you know.
Yeah.
I went to this boxing club, VK in Bognor. Had my first session. I said, "No, I'm just too tired. I can't do this." I was so,
Tough,
I was very big, muscly big. I said, "I can't do this. I can't. These people are going to kill me if I go in the ring with them." And then, I had my first session, second session. After a few months, I got fit. And they said, "Do you want to have a sparring session today?" I said, "Yeah, I'm interested." And I was in there. Obviously, the adrenaline was super high, and I was swinging, and boom, I knocked this man out. And I said, "Whoa, look what I did! I knocked him out."
That's good.
Yeah, he just feels so good. And I was like, all that hard work and all that stuff, obviously, it pays off. But that was my first time ever in my life putting the man down with one punch. I was like, I've never done this before.
Wow.
And then my trainer was like, "Oh, well, no, that's nothing," and all that. You're going to get used to it. And then after that, I had to find a competitive boxing club. So I wanted to compete.
It's like a recreational boxing club where you were training, right?
Yes, more fitness, right? But they did have sparring, people that would fight in the Queensberry rules. White collar boxing. That was white collar. White collar. And I had my friend in college. His name is Tommy, and he said, "I know someone. His name is Jerry. He's going to take you another level. He's going to make you a better boxer." And then I met this old man, very lovely man. He was like my second dad. He became like he was my dad's figure in the UK.
Really?
Yeah. He took me on his wings. He started training me properly.
How old was he?
I think he's on his 60s now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. he was number one in the UK back in the day, boxer. His name is Gerard Laville. He fought for England many times. Anyways, he took me on his wing, and he said he was very impressed with the way my brain was working, because obviously I was going through a lot, and then being a disciplined boxer, when you had court cases going on, when you have people after you, and then being able to perform things in the ring and perform right in the ring was quite hard. And then obviously I was telling him everything about my life every day, and then he trained me. He used to take me sparring. He used to take me for a lot of walks, like just to for my mental health walks. He used to train me. He said, always feed your brain with the best. Always feed your brain with best stuff about yourself. You eat better. You look better. You punch better. And then he fed me with that confidence. I was the best at everything I was doing. When I was with him, because I'm not with him anymore, even though I would love to be with him again, obviously life is hard for him at the moment. When I was with him, every time I went in the ring for sparring, even fighting, I knew that man had no chance against me, because that's how he trained my brain. I was sparring people bigger than me, 6'5", 6'7", 250 pounds. It doesn't matter. I was always mentally so strong that I knew that I wouldn't drop that man. Pretty much every time I was sparring and I had him in the corner, I was knocking people out. Wow. 9 times out of 10.
He was like he was Tyson's coach back in the day.
Mike Tyson's. It was Kevin.
No, back in the day, his first coach.
Oh, Costomato.
Was he like your Costomato?
Literally, yeah. He used to come home, watch boxing with me. Look what Tyson did. Look what he did. Look what he did. We used to have dinner. Used to have food. But he used to come to me pretty much 4-5 days a week for walks. He used to travel. He used to travel from Chichester to Bognor 4 times a week.
Wow.
To kind of make sure that I was mentally in the right path. And then he destroyed me completely, and he rebuilt me like a different person.
Those kind of people are so rare in life.
Yeah, literally.
So rare, that just want the best for you.
Yeah. He never took money from me or anything, for travelling, for food and all that. He always was there for me. He became to the point that he knew what I was thinking. He knew what I was thinking.
Do you know, did he ever say why he did this for you?
He saw that I was hungry. He saw that I came from nothing, same as he did. He saw that I was trustworthy.
Yeah.
And he saw these things in me, and then he said, "Nah, I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him. I'm going to make him a better person. I'm going to make him a better boxer." But mentally, he changed me so much, 100%. I was a different person back in 2018. By the end of 2020, I was a reborn man.
And how come you're not with him anymore, if you don't mind asking?
Yeah, that's fine. So he went to the point when I had my amateur fights, and he said, "I'm going to turn you pro now. I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you to America." He knows Kevin. He knows what's the famous training in the old one in Roach.
Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach
in LA.
Yeah, Freddie Roach and my best friends together.
No way.
He goes there. My trainer goes there once a year for 2 months and train with him. He takes boxers to America and spar with world champions.
Wow.
Apparently in that gym is 2 sections. Section 1 is for people that like training amateur fighters. Second one is for world champions. And he says, "I'm going to take you there. I'm going to turn you pro. I'm going to get your license." He went to British Boxing Board of Control, got the paperwork stuff for me to turn pro. Everything was set, ready. I was ready for my interview. Obviously, we have an interview to become a pro boxer. And then a week before I had my interview, his son passed away. And then he called me. He said, "I can't take you there this week, but I'm going to do my best to do it as soon as possible." And obviously, he affected that much. He had to give up in boxing. He shut his boxing club. But I do see him now and then. He takes me in pads. He asks what I'm doing and all that. If I had one chance, I would love to go back with him. I would love to have him as my mentor. He was my mentor as well, obviously. I would love to have him as my trainer.
Do you still talk to him? I know you still talk to him daily, or is it just?
Not daily. Obviously, I work too much now. But he's up in London most of the week, looking after his family. Yeah.
That bond where you create with someone, it's hard, isn't it? Once it's there, you never forget what people do for you, right?
100%, yeah. It was. I remember. I had my first sparring away.
What was the boxing club again?
Gosport Boxing Club in Portsmouth. He took me.
Gosport,
yeah.
Gosport Boxing Club, yeah.
He took me sparring there one night, and then he said, "Just take it easy. These people are professionals." But obviously, when you go sparring away, you have these kind of people that they want to let you know that you in my house today.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure that you going to go home thinking about me tonight. And then he put me sparring with his geezer, massive man. He was punching, jabbing me. Obviously, much experience than me, and I remember I was fighting him, bam, 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 and I hit him with a left hook, and boom, he goes down. He didn't get up.
From Gosport?
Yeah. He was big guy, ginger.
But was he? Oh, ginger. Okay, I'm trying to think who it is. Okay.
Don't remember. I wouldn't know his name.
Yeah.
2019, I could barely speak any English back then, let alone remember someone's name. And then he was out, and then they put another geezer in the ring with me after they dragged him outside of the ring. He was saying, no, he's going to kill me. I don't want to get in the ring with him. I said, no, I won't. And then he was throwing hard punches, which obviously kind of made me a bit like, I'm throwing hard punches now.
Yeah. And
I throw punches, boom, he was out again. Another person was out. I knocked 2 people out within like half an hour. And my trainer said, nah, you get out now. He said, what have I taught you? You control your anger. You control your emotions. Take it easy.
Where does this anger and this emotion come from?
Obviously, growing up, I got bullied in school as well. I used to have a lisp. I used to get bullied, and then it turned me into I wouldn't say violent, very angry person to people towards that. Or it used to bully me, so I used to fight back for myself. And then I was fighting. I remember ever since I was 6 or 7 in school.
Because of the lisp?
The lisp, yeah. I used to have a big head as well, small body, and I used to get bullied. I used to fight people that are like 5 years older than me. Like, you saying that shit about me?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. And then every time then somehow I made a name for myself in school. And the next time I used to fight with these people, they used to come in group, like 5, 10 people. 5, 10 people. I got my arse ripped sometimes, but I used to say to them, the one of you is going to hospital tonight.
Wow.
And then it turned me into I started a lot fighting. I fell in love with fighting. Obviously, it's not good if you fight outside of the ring. It's not good. It's not a good feeling. It makes you look like a very hard man. I thought I was a hard man until I stepped in the ring. It was a completely different story. I wasn't tough then, was I?
Yeah.
I got my arse ripped a few times, and I learned the hard way.
Yeah. Nothing humbles you like a boxing gym.
No, not a chance.
There's nothing, like, you can be the hardest man in the street. Once you get in there, it humbles. And that's why you always say, like, people on the street, my dad always said people on the street may be tough, but time to get in a boxing ring.
Oh, not a chance.
And see if they've got that same energy.
Not a chance.
But how long does a street fight last? 20, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
34. Boxing lasts for potentially 36 minutes.
36 minutes, yeah.
You're fighting, so it's not... It's about controlling yourself all the way through the fight.
100%.
And knowing that you're going into a fight. You know what I mean? There's so much more pressure behind it.
For me, the hardest part was, it wasn't fighting. I was fine with fight. I was fine with sparring. It was the weight in the dressing room. That was the part that used to kill me.
Oh, yeah.
Overthinking. Overthinking.
What did you used to overthink?
What do you overthink? So what I used to overthink, because now obviously you grow mentally, and you know better things. I used to think, nah, if I leave Jerry down, he's gonna say, go back. I don't want to work with you anymore. If I do that wrong, if I get knocked out, people are not gonna love me anymore. I'm gonna lose respect from people. I'm gonna lose love. My foster mom not gonna love me anymore. But that was me thinking.
Yeah.
And then I used to have him come in the room like 20 minutes. He used to warm me up. He used to say to me, remember when you walk in that ring, he's feeling the same way. He's scared as well. And feeling scared is normal. If you don't feel scared, you're absolutely useless. Because you have to have that nervousness. You have to be scared. You have to, when you go in the ring, you have to fight. Obviously you fight, but you're afraid. You have that fear in you that person might be bigger than you. But you have to feed your brain with positive stuff about yourself. He used to say to me, remember, you walk better than him. You punch better. You're better looking than him. Look at him. He's ugly. You're gonna knock him out. right? And that was a part I used to fighting. That was like a vacation. Like fighting that's easy, like 6 minutes, 8 minutes in amateurs, like 3 threes, 4 threes.
Yeah,
championship rounds sometimes. But the thing is, waiting, that was a part that used to scare me. I was like, I don't want to wait. Can I just go 5 minutes before I fight?
Yeah.
I was scared. I don't want to do that. I just want to go and fight.
Have you tried things like meditation and like relaxing the mind and stuff? That sort of stuff like really worked for me when I was getting that same point. Like you have those negative thoughts coming in your mind. But trying to control the mind and could go back to how it was in the training.
Yeah.
The same thoughts that you were having when you were in training, or the positive.
Yeah.
That sort of things really helps for me.
Yeah.
Personally.
He used to put classic music in the dressing
really?
room. Yeah. Like Mozart, Beethoven, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he did calm me down, not gonna lie. That was good. But obviously when you hear the crowd shouting, oh, you're like, I'm gonna get that soon. And as I told you, I never was in a boxing show before. The first time I was in a boxing show was me fighting. I was number 4, I think, fighting, and I was like, look at these people. All these are gonna hate me because it was his home boxing show. So he had all these mates coming around filming and all that. And then I remember when I was walking. I used to. Obviously, I didn't know some English. I used to hear them say, "Oh, just knock him out, kill him, send him back to his own country and all that shit."
Is that really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, "Nah, I ain't having that."
Yeah.
But I told my trainer when I saw his face, when I saw my opponent's face, I said, "Nah, he's too emotional tonight. He's going. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna do that to him. I'm gonna do that." I was feeding myself in the ring. I was like, "I'm gonna do that," and then I went in the ring. I started. He was jabbing very good. I've got a few videos. He was a very good jabber. And then I remember I rocked him once. I rocked him. His legs were a bit wobbly. The referee didn't say anything, but he let him continue, which was a very foolish mistake. Because then after that 10 seconds, I got him with a right shot, and he was out. And the ref was a bit late because I was punching him. He was out whilst I was punching him.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I broke his eye socket, his right eye socket, and I think he never boxed after that.
Yeah, that's a serious injury. We've seen it with boxers like Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, that against Canelo.
And when did he box Canelo? Was it just coming out of lockdown?
I think it was 2020.
2021, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he boxed him, and then he hasn't come back since. Kell Brook against Golovkin.
Yeah.
He broke it, so it's such a serious injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you recover from it? Do they do any injuries about it?
Yeah, I mean, Kell Brook's come back.
Yeah. He didn't he? Yeah.
Kell Brook's come back. He obviously lost against Terence Crawford after that, but he beat Amir Khan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
They're the 2 names that come up. But Billy Joe Saunders, we have to see. You know, it'd be interesting to see how he comes back from that injury.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. He's been out for a long time.
I think he's been training.
Oh, yeah, do you reckon?
He's definitely been training. He's been training up in Southampton with a boxer called Louis Edmondson.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had a look on Instagram. So, yeah, hopefully he comes back. It'd be good to see Billy back in.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But you got Chris Eubank Jr. fighting soon. I don't know. Do you know Chris Eubank Jr.?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Did you see that him against Liam Smith?
Yeah, I did.
That's interesting, isn't it?
That was very good, yeah.
But
I believe it's going to be the same ending.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's interesting.
Even though I want him to win, he's a very good fighter. Chris Eubank Jr.
They're both good fighters.
Yeah, they're very good fighters.
Yeah, both good fighters.
But, as you know, he takes one punch sometimes.
Yeah.
You might be doing good for like 11 rounds and then you get knocked in 12, that's it.
Do you know what? That was the most surprising thing about the first fight is you never would have thought Chris Eubank would get stopped.
Yeah.
And so early in the 4th round, like it was just getting started and he got caught by one shot. He seemed all over the place. I just think that wasn't the true Chris Eubank Jr. There was something that wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
Maybe keep making the weight loss is not good for your body. So it'd be interesting, man.
June
17th, that'd be a good fight. But I think I'm going Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah, we've got Canelo against, what's his name?
Canelo against John Ryder as well.
Yeah, in May.
That's next week, I want to say.
Yeah.
No, that's in May. Sorry, that's in May.
That's a week after.
May 6th.
Yeah. That's next week, isn't it?
That is next week.
Yeah. I'm going for Canelo.
Yeah, all
him.
day. Canelo's I looked at some of his video. Just like a beat. He's built like you.
Yeah, he's different psycho bred.
Yeah. But he's like 5'8", isn't he? He's quite small, but he's big.
He's built different. It's a bit like a beast. It's pure muscle, pure energy.
What was your body type like? But were you always quite big? Because you said you were doing quite a lot of weights and stuff.
I
right?
was When I was young, or when I was like 16? And
well, when you were quite young, and then you grew up.
When I was 7 or 6, I was like quite big. I was like the biggest guy in the classroom. I was like if you compare me to other classmates, I was the biggest one, the heaviest one. And then I was obviously I got my dad's DNA, and then he used to be super big because he used to go in the military. He was special forces, so I'm pretty much built like him. He was much bigger, obviously, but I was quite big ever since I was a child. I was 16, I was weighing 103 kilos. I was pure muscle.
Wow.
But then I had to cut a bit for boxing. I had to go down a bit in weight, and I started fighting because, you know, I was very good looking, but you don't need muscles in the boxing ring. You really don't.
It just carries on weight, doesn't it? It makes you tired a lot quicker. Was he fighting like Anthony Joshua like that? Yeah. When he's carried all that weight, it's made him look sluggish. Yeah. And he's had to cut down quite a bit of weight now. So, yeah, the more leaner you are in boxing, I think the better it is.
Oh, 100%, yeah, 100%.
You said just something just to touch base on is about your dad.
Oh, yeah, my dad.
Your dad was in Special Forces.
And my dad was in Special Forces for, I think, 9 years or something like that. He was Special Forces. He won a few missions. Obviously, he wouldn't tell me about them in details. But when he retired, I think it was the best thing for him mentally, because he had to spend more time with mom and us as children. And then after he retired from military, he was a completely different man.
What, more calmer?
More calmer. He was strict with me though. Like, I remember he was strict with me. He used to wake me up at 3 a.m, go for runs, come back, have a shower, just go back to sleep, get up, do training, and then I used to go back to school. Wow,
so do 2 trainings before you go to school?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%, yeah. Wow. Do my run, do my push-ups. I remember he did 103 push-ups in less than a minute. I was like, you mental you are.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's the way they used to train.
Yeah.
They're like super, super intense. And then when I tell him about training with boxing, are pretty much similar, but he used to be more intense with no resting and all that. But obviously in boxing, you train, you rest for a minute, you train, because that's how you should.
Yeah.
Your muscles up. Yeah. Yeah. And then with him, it's just different. Me and him working out is different. I saw my dad for the first time after 4 years. I went back to Kosovo, because Kosovo and Albania are pretty much the same.
They got split recently.
Yeah, they've been split ever since I remember.
Yeah.
I went back to Kosovo and I met him. I'm not allowed to go back to Albania for personal reasons. I met him in Kosovo after 4 years. I've got a video meeting after 4 years. He said, welcome back. He's very cold feet. It's like, he hugged me. Said, yeah, welcome back. After 4 years, welcome back. I wasn't allowed to see him or meet him, obviously leave the country. I wasn't allowed to leave the country for 4 years. I went there. Obviously, I was trying my best not to cry, because if I do cry, he might think I've softened, I'm weak. That's why he used to train me. Don't cry. Don't show emotion. You're a man. You can't show emotion. You live in 2023. Leave feelings to women. You're a man. You've got duties. You've got jobs to do. Regardless of how you feel, should not affect the way you live your life. That's what he taught me. Regardless of how you feel inside, you're still going to go to work, you go to school, do your training, and go back to sleep and do it all over again tomorrow. Don't let that affect your life. Even though it's hard. It was hard for me not having him, because he still is the biggest factor in my life. He does have a really big effect in my life.
What big effect did it have on your life? Was it on the touch points or was it anything else?
It was just the way he raised me as a man.
Discipline,
yeah. Even now, I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21. I wake up 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, go for a 3 miles run, come back, have a shower, go to sleep, go to the gym in the morning at 6, and then go to work be ready for 8. Still do that. After that, go to the boxing club, do my training, do my sparring, then go have dinner, and do it all over again.
That's an incredible amount of discipline. So you're getting your 3 training sessions in a day, which people hardly get in one now.
Oh yeah, I'd get three. Regardless, I have 12-hour shifts sometimes. I still do my training. I wake up super early, do my running, do my training. I got a special membership in a different gym. So that the gym I'm at is 24/7. So I said, sometimes I might just go delusional and go to the gym 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, after 12, 13-hour shift, still do my training before I go to sleep. And regardless if it's raining, if it's snowing outside, I still have to go for a run. It's stuck in there.
It's in there. You have to. Yeah,
you have to. And obviously, you have to be very fit for boxing. You have to have that stamina to continue.
Yeah.
Because what I was thinking when I've had my first fight, I was doing like 10, 12 rounds in bag hard. And I remember I got tired. I was like, thank God the fight ended in the first round. I said, I can't breathe. I said to my trainer, he said, that's all in your head. Your body doesn't know when you're tired. It's your head that tells that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. So true. Well, what is you mentioned about your dad, what he did for you so much. Have you met your mum yet since you've been here?
Oh yeah, I've met my whole family.
Oh, that's good.
I've met my whole family. Yeah, but I tried my best to be a man, to be like cool as he taught me. Obviously, I want to show emotion. I love showing emotions and showing people that I care, but that's very specific people, as he taught me. Yeah, I met my mum. She was crying. She was so happy to see me. My auntie, my little brother. I got a little brother. He's 10. He's completely opposite of me. He goes to school. He loves studying. He's doing well. Nothing like me. I was a good kid. I was a good kid until I started getting bullied, and then I had to defend myself because that's how my dad taught me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't like bullies. I think bullies should not be allowed anywhere near me.
Because you're fill them in. I take it.
Yeah. I hate that. Ever since I started boxing, I don't remember I've ever had a fight in like outside a boxing club. I always keep my calm. Obviously, in Bognor is a very small area.
Yeah.
Chichester is a very small. If it's a very small area, people know who you are. People know what you do, and people know what I do. I know people. So, for me to fight in the street, that would be a very foolish mistake. Because firstly, I don't want to catch a case. Because as you know, you've got a boxing license. These are weapons. Yeah. You go to court. You stand no chance because you've got a license how to use these. The other person that you just smashed his face in don't have one. And regardless, obviously, if it's a self-defense, that's a different story.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it's a different story. If you
yeah, I think it should. I think it should be. I mean, if someone's trying to attack you, then it's very difficult for you just to, hit me. You have to defend yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Or your people that you're with, your family or anyone else that you're with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's a tough situation to be in, but. So you shouldn't really start on anyone. Really, everyone should feel comfortable to go where they want.
I've never started a fight in my life. I've never walked away from it though.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Never. Yeah. And when I came here, I was like, after I became a free man, I started making friends. I started going out. I started going clubbing, and I was like, whoa, there's so many people. What is people doing here? Obviously, we do have nightclubs in Albania, but that was late in 2015, 16, 17, 18. But after I left.
Yeah,
and then I started going to these nightclubs, and I was like, "Whoa! The music, the DJ, got so many people drinking." And then you see these people that when I start fighting people, and I'm like, "Why would you start a fight if you like? What if you fight me, right? You never know who you're going up against. Like you're going to go against someone like me, someone like yourself, because you're like 40 fights, you just know what other person is thinking way before he does it.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
And then I stopped going there because when people know you're a boxer, they want to test you.
Yeah, especially when they've had a few drinks, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Or if they sniff drugs and all that.
Yeah.
And then I stopped going there. Now, if I do go out, I go to a pub. I don't drink. I don't smoke. None of my friends is allowed to get drunk or do drugs. Or smoke. All the people that are around me are good. I motivated a lot of people in my circle to go gym, stop smoking and stop drinking. I've got people right now that from work, even from college, that they say you really have changed my life. I still go gym now. I'm better looking. I have more confidence in myself. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. But that's good because I love when these people say that to me because I want to be a good inspiration to people because no one really knows my story. no one really knows my even real name or anything, and it's quite surprising when people say I know you. I'm like, you don't know me. And sometimes what breaks my heart is when people sit down, people like yourself, they say, "Oh, you're a really nice person. To be honest with you, you're really nice." I'm like, what made you think that I wasn't?
I never said you weren't.
Yeah,
nice.
you never said that. You never said that. Some people said, "Oh, you're a really nice person. You're really nice. You're really friendly." But what made you think I wasn't? I'm always nice to people.
Do you reckon it's the stereotypical type that people get from maybe the Albanian sort of culture?
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
I've had people before. They say, "Oh, you're Albanian, so angry at all times. You look at your face, you're so grumpy." I said, "We're not grumpy.
No,
we're not grumpy. We come across like a very aggressive person. We have a tone, right? Yeah. But it took me like a good 4 years to change that, because people were thinking I was being aggressive to them.
Yeah,
when I wasn't.
Yeah, it's just how you come across, right? I think that happens in all cultures. Everyone's different from everyone else. So you may think that I'm angry, but actually, do you know what?
I'm not. I'm chill.
I'm actually happy. Yeah, it's just how you come across.
Yeah.
When you actually talk to me, then you realise how I actually am.
Yeah.
Just your misconception of how you thought I was, right?
Yeah.
So I guess people just need to be a little bit more open-minded in terms of that.
Oh yeah, 100%. It took me like a lot of time to become to have a nice tone like English people do, and to become like normal English.
I thought you were born here your whole life the way you speak English.
No.
Oh, but your English is good, man. I've got Albanians that are been here since they were 12 years old and they still speak like they're from Albania.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't changed. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So Terry, I couldn't speak English now.
When I tell people that I went to college for 3 years, I think I did mechanics.
Yeah.
I did mechanics in college, and they said, "Oh, you know English because you went to college." I said, "No, I didn't learn anything in college about English. I learned English by watching movies, watching YouTube videos, and speaking to English people, and listening to music.
Yeah,
that's how my brain works. I wanted a physical teaching me that reading and all that wouldn't do anything to my brain. Like talking to you, like talking to people like yourself, my foster mum, my friends. I started having English friends, only English friends. I said, I'm going to learn English. I want to be able to speak English. Walk down the road and speak to a normal person, just as an English person would do. And then, I just learned English, like literally listening to music, watching movies, watching YouTube videos, and speaking to English people. College didn't teach me anything about English.
What you said alongside your training and stuff, you work as well.
I work.
12. Is it like 12-hour shifts daily? You do?
Yeah. No, I do daily. I do like 8-9 hours.
Okay.
I do 2 12-hour shifts a week.
Whereabouts do you work?
I'm a lifeguard. I save people.
Yeah. A huge job.
Yeah. But it's a good job. It's tiring. It's very hot where I work. It's like 38, 36 degrees.
Yeah.
You're sweating the whole time. So I make sure that I'm hydrated. Drink water.
There you go. Well, you're surrounded by water anyway.
Yeah, but you can't drink that water. It's got a chemical in it. Yeah. But yeah, England it's different.
Yeah,
to Albania. People here are different. Their brain works different. Depression is real in the UK.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Did they talk much about depression? Because your dad's a really interesting case. I guess he's someone who doesn't believe in opening up. Very old-fashioned, like
correct.
That sort of generation, like my dad, and that sort of generation we'll talk about. Do you think that stopped you from opening up and talking about the things that?
My dad doesn't believe in depression because he says I don't believe in something that will take my power away. Because, and I do stand by it. I do believe that depression is real, but for me, I would never. I'd never say that I was depressed. I was going through hard times. I would never say that I was depressed. I don't believe in pills. I never took any pills. I take vitamins for boxing and all that, but I never took any pills for my mental health. I've been surrounded with people that have really bad mental issues, but
is that here?
In the UK, after they open up to me, and I started making them go gym at least twice a day. Taking them pills because what I've realised, pills don't always work. Sometimes these pills don't always work on people. I had so many people who used to take pills 3 times a day, just like to be normal as everyone else.
Yeah.
But after going to the gym, after going out, after stop smoking, stop drinking alcohol, getting rid of bad habits, they became a better version of themselves. They literally chugged the pills in the bin, and they are so happy now that I'm talking to you. I have people that are so healthy at the moment, mentally and physically, just by going to the gym, just by believing that you can get rid of depression 100% regardless how you feel. I know that people go through hard times at life, breakups, people die, your mum and dad die, you feel sad, but I think you should live your life the best you can, because tomorrow's not promised. And then believing, but depression is real. Me as a person, I don't believe in it. As my dad said, that would take my power away. If I believe in ghosts, I'd be scared of ghosts, which I don't believe in ghosts. You have people that believe in ghosts. You put two people in the house, one of them believe in ghosts, one of them don't. The one that, and someone hears a noise, one of them hears a noise, right? And the person that believes in ghosts says, "Oh my God, it's a ghost, I'm scared." The other one that doesn't believe in ghosts says, "It's just the wind." He goes back to sleep whilst the other one is awake. That's how my dad taught me, right? Yeah, I think I've been very fortunate with the way my dad raised me mentally, and then even my foster mom, she's so good. She's done so much for me. She's been there for me when I needed her. She's always looking after my mental health, even though I was fine, but in Albania, people don't tend to open up about depression, don't tend to open up about how they feel inside. No,
it's not. I think it's a big thing in the Western world. And talking about mental health and that sort of thing, like in UK and America, see so much about it now. Yeah, and it is an important aspect.
100%, yeah, I agree.
It is an important aspect. Some people, like I had someone on recently, Alfie Clegg, who doesn't mind me saying about this. How he's previously suffered from depression and anxiety, that he didn't leave his house for 4 years. During that time, like, the only reason he left the house was to go to the boxing gym. He didn't go to school for 4 years.
Wow.
During his, like, do you know, year 7 to year 11, that sort of age? Just because he didn't fancy, not that he didn't fancy the anxiety of going there and being bullied. In that room, he didn't want to go. Wow. So I think people do have that big stigma, and it's how they can overcome that.
100%, yeah.
And for you, I think you're inspiring some people. Say, go on, go to the gym. But sometimes that don't work for people.
No, it doesn't work.
And it's finding different things that work for people, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
And your dad, has the old-fashioned way, just get on with it.
Oh, yeah, get on with it.
And I respect that, but sometimes it doesn't work for everyone, does it?
I know. I had people that had tough breakups. I had people that lost people. I had people that, harmed themselves. But anyways, I used to have people that did have rough breakups, lost parents, lost people that they love, lost something in life, didn't get a job that they wanted, and then they somehow became depressed. I think that people are feeling sad and down, I think that's what they call depression. That's not depression. You shouldn't feel depressed because of that sort of stuff. You have people in Syria and Iraq, kids that the whole family got killed, and then the next morning they have to get up and go to work so they can eat that evening. So life is tough. England is very good. You've got everything is ready for you. You've got the government that supports you. You've got people that talk to you, and everything is you got a green light everywhere you go about your mental health, about the way your life works. In Albania and other countries, it's not how it works. You have to get on with it. You have to be a man and get on with it, regardless how you feel. Regardless how you're feeling inside, you always do your duties as a man, even as a woman.
It's quite interesting you said that. So do you think that's the biggest difference? Is like in these other countries like Albania and these crazy. Let's go by Albania because that's the country Albania. I know. That's why people have to be tough, because there's no government to back them up.
Exactly.
There's no these other schemes available to talk about mental health and stuff. You just get on with it, no matter what happens in life. In the UK, if you're off for work, they give you a week. Whatever reason, you get 2 weeks off. Whatever. Yeah. You've got so many different avenues to take time off for your mental health. In Albania and these sort of countries, there isn't that option there. No. And that's where that sort of differences come in.
100%.
Yeah, that makes okay.
But you do get some people that are lazy and they think that they're depressed, but they're not. just sitting in bed playing Xbox the whole day, but they're not depressed. I said, that was one of my mates. He thought he was depressed, but I think he was lazy. And then I said, one day, just wake up, and I'll take you out that day. Took him out for a nice long walk. Took him out to the gym. After that, took him to the boxing club. Taught him a few tricks, and then he started fighting. He started boxing now. He's an active fighter.
Great, wow.
He doesn't believe in depression now. He's a good fighter now.
Why do you think people come to you and ask for this sort of inspiration? It sounds like a lot of people have come to you.
I have a lot of people that I used to go out with from college. I used to work in different kind of jobs, and then I used to work with English people mostly. And then people I used to tell them one side of the story. Let's say 50% of my story, right? And then you just say, "Oh, you're a very normal person compared to what you've been through." I said, "That's in the past. How I lived my life back then has nothing to do with how I live my life now. I'm a different person. I know I am a different person, but that life back then made me who I am now. Because I learned from it." And then they get inspired by it because I've been through a lot. And then they learned that regardless of what they're going through here, breakups, this and that, it's not that big compared to Lance's life.
Well, what did you have to change your name for?
So that was a long story. That's a good story, to be honest with you. I had to change my government name to Lance Tyson due to people that I had after me. So they could keep me safe, but really didn't do anything, to be honest with you. But that was my trainer that suggested that name. He said Lance Tyson. I didn't even know what Lance is. Apparently, back in the day, it was these two people in the horse with big swords used to go against each other.
Oh, okay.
And then push each other off the horse or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lance is, I think. That's what he taught me.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
That's what he taught me.
And where did Tyson come from?
Tyson. So I fell in love with Tyson, obviously from his story as well, from his background story.
Yeah. As
a child, he got bullied. He started fighting because he got bullied, same as me. And then I started watching all his videos, fighting like him, sparring like him, hitting the bag like him. I had a sandbag in my room, and I used to do the peekaboo style in front of a mirror for hours. And then everywhere I've gone in the boxing club, you oh my god, you fight like Tyson. Oh, how'd you do that and all that? I said, to be honest with you, it takes a lot of time to learn that peekaboo style, and then to obviously when you perform in the bag, how you perform in the bag and how you perform in the ring are two different things. But if you can't take what you do in the bag in the ring, it's like a masterpiece. It's like an art in there. Yeah. Obviously, it takes a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the best in peekaboo style, but I've studied it a lot and I know, and I practice it a lot, even in the ring, pads, everywhere. I love peekaboo.
That's just, and you're the same sort of I don't want to say same sort, but you're 5'10". Tyson was 5'10".
Yeah.
You're about 5'10" as well.
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11" max.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same weight. I think when he fought around the Holyfield, he was 99 kilos, not even 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was 221 pounds, I think. Obviously, pure muscle, as you know him. Yeah. I met someone that met Mike Tyson in the airport in where? London or Liverpool? I don't know, somewhere.
He didn't try and bang him out, did he?
No. He said I tried to take a picture of him, and then he said I couldn't put my hand around his shoulder because he was super wide.
Was he really?
Yeah, but obviously he's very wide. Tyson's very wide. He's a big man.
Yeah, wow.
My dream is to meet him one day.
Well, you met his coach, didn't you?
I met his coach on Instagram. I did, yeah. I certainly did.
Tell me about that story,
right? Yeah. I used to, obviously, when, I don't know if you remember, it was 2019 when Mike Tyson went viral. 2020.
2020, when he made his return, right?
He made his return. He went viral after 30 seconds video. He hit the pads. He went viral. The whole world was going mad. And then I was replying to this coach on stories, and he was he was replying back. I said, I want to come to your boxing club and I'll meet Mike Tyson. He said, just let me know when you're coming down. He said, I get Mike Tyson to come and see you. I can see you're a big fan of him. And that's, oh, that's so cool. And then I saw him, he went live. He went live on Instagram one day and I was free. I said, I'm going to send him a request so I can go live with him. And then he accepted it. And we started talking on Instagram. We had a few thousand people watching. And then that's how I gained my Instagram followers, from him. He helped me that a lot.
Because you got over 10k followers on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it was all because of Mike Tyson. And then after that, Dillian White followed me. Yeah. I started mentioning him in my stories. He started mentioning me back. But his trainer, his name is Mike. No, his strength and conditioning trainer. His name is Michael something. I can't pronounce his surname.
Who? Dillian White's?
Yeah, he's I don't know. Is it Michael something?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's a very good man. I talked to him on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
He said I said I want to go. I'm going to come and spar with Dillian White one day. Obviously, I don't want to get my arse swept.
Yeah.
Give me like 3 months. Just train hard so I can jump in the ring with him.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, of course. He said, just let me know when. He said, I can arrange something for you guys. Obviously, I think he's training in Spain now.
Portugal, I think.
Portugal, Portugal. Yeah, hot country.
Yeah.
Hot country.
Yeah, it's good in this weather. In the UK, you know how it is. It's hard on your knees and all that sort of stuff. Down this hot weather training is a lot better for the body as well.
They say that. Yeah. I've grown up in a very hot country. Albania is a super hot country. In summer, it's like 48, 50 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very hot, but then you get the winter that's super cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you get the best. You get all 4 seasons.
Yeah, you get all 4 seasons. The best you can. And yeah, that happened, and then I met Joshua Buatsi. I had
oh, nice.
Yeah, I sparred with Joshua Buatsi.
How was that?
In my boxing club. It was me. It was when I had like 9 or pretty much a year experience in boxing, and he was like knocking people out every 3-4 months on TV.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was scary experience. But I did jump in the ring with him. It was very good working with him.
Wow.
And then I took a picture with him. Lovely, very humble guy, lovely man. And then last year I sparred with Tommy Welch in Brighton.
That's Ben Pringle's young protege. Yep. Shout out to Ben Pringle.
Yeah. I was training with Guildford at the time, and then they sent him a message. They said to him, "Do you have any heavyweights?" He said, "Oh yeah, we've got Lance, me." When there.
Did you go with John Edwards?
No, I went with Ben Hamsworth.
Okay, but yeah, he's a co-coach there, isn't he?
Yeah. I went out with him, had a few rounds with Tommy, and then he was super good. Like, you know, when you think you're very good in boxing, like he was very good.
Yeah, well, his dad was a British heavyweight champion, wasn't he?
He was. I thought his son was big until his dad stepped in the ring.
Yeah,
he was like at least 5 or 6 inches bigger than he. So I said, bloody hell.
Do you know the funny thing about his dad is I was seeing a film the other day and he was in the film. Have you ever seen Snatch?
I've heard of it.
Brad Pitt's film.
Yeah.
Where they have a little bare knuckle fight at the end.
Yeah.
And he's at the end. He's the guy that knocks that by Brad Pitt.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God.
He's still in the film. He's in that film. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a good experience. And then did I spar after that? I did spar a few people, but like not like big people. I think just about amateurs after that. And then I injured my back badly. I think I cracked 2 of my lower spines. Yeah, so discs, yeah. So I had like 3-4 months resting. But obviously I was training, like, you know, doing strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
Not as hard as I should have. But then I got back, hitting pads slowly, hitting the bag, and then just getting back to boxing. And now what I want to do, I'm going to look for a very good boxing club that takes people seriously. Because few boxing clubs that I've been with, they have one star in the boxing club. They don't look at the other people. Boxing coaches should treat everyone the same. Obviously, you have people that obviously there's levels to this, but you should know that who's very competitive and who's very
willing
hungry,
to learn.
Who's willing to learn.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story. So I'm just looking for someone that can really take me under his wing or her wings, and go from there, because I really want to go back and start fighting properly, at least twice a month.
Start that professional journey, right?
I want to, yeah. I'd love to.
Well, shout out to any coaches here.
Yeah, guys.
Please get in contact with Lance Tyson.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Any coaches listening, get him in contact with him on Instagram and reach
pleasure.
out. There's a few coaches that I know of, so I will certainly point him in your way as well.
Yeah, thank you.
And hopefully we can get your pro journey running,
great,
man.
My brother.
You're like a good talent as well, so if you can help anyway,
yeah,
we certainly will do, man.
That'd be good, my brother.
Lance, is there anything else that you leave us before you go, my bro?
No, I think I tried to talk much as I could with details.
Yeah,
I think so. But I appreciate you having me here.
My pleasure.
And giving me an opportunity to share my life to other people. And I appreciate you and everyone else.
My bro.
My brother. Cheers, mate.
Guys, thank you very much for listening. Until the next one, see you soon. Cheers.